Okay. Things that can go wrong on a live stream. I guess you have to do a rewind, start all over. Aloha, YouTubers! Hi, I'm Arak, and you're watching my YouTube channel or my live stream on Arak RC. And in today's live chat, or RC Sunday morning chat, Sunday morning coffee chat, we just wanted to, like, I guess, talk about uh, some mental health and personal challenges I've gone through in life and how I was able to overcome them. Then, because this is a Sunday morning chat for me, Sunday morning coffee chat. I have my coffee right here. Need that caffeine overboost, and you folks may see my personal body reaction to some caffeine overboost. Maybe some very active and lively in this RC chat. Hopefully, that's a good thing and not a bad thing. So, but before I get into the topic about dealing with mental health and personal challenges in my life, um, I have a box. Now, are you ready for an unboxing? First thing first, the trusty razor. So, well, I wanted to apologize for the audio earlier. You know, I am only human. I make mistakes. Probably part of the mental health issues, but it's okay. It's okay to make a fool out of yourself. But yeah, I've been waiting for this box for a very long time. I don't know why, but I, I ordered this from a company in California. For some reason, it got shipped to Indiana, and then from Indiana, it finally arrived here in Hawaii or on the Big Island, Kailua Kona, where I live. So I was hoping to do a build video earlier this week, but I guess that couldn't happen because I just received this box yesterday. Well, it is what it is. So first thing out of the box is I have a 3-inch Impulse RC Micro Apex FPV cinematic drone quadcopter FPV goodie. Dropped the package, but that's a 3-inch drone. If you've been following my channel, you know I've been showcasing my 3-inch cinematic FPV drone. And I also have is that it? Not that much. Buy me a XT connector. XT XT30 connector. This is a smaller connector than you normally use for your FPV drones. Weight savings, about 2 of them or 3 of them, just in case for backup, can never have more than one. And then here I have is a XT30 female to a XT60 male adapter plug. I should take it out of the plastic. Yeah. Also, view is the adapter plug. Just in case I wanted to buy a bigger battery, a Lipo battery that has a XT60 connector instead of the XT30 connector right here. And also I have is a Nebula Pro Vista kit right here. This is well, it's about the same size box because of the Saran wrap. Well, mailman is delivering on a Sunday this early. Shocking! They must be really behind. Yeah, they screwed up on my order. So yeah, here is the Nebula Pro Vista kit. This is a FPV HD uh, camera. Can record up to 720p at 120 frames per second. Pretty cool. This will be going in my drone. I'll be doing a live drone build on my Twitch channel. Hope you folks join me on my Twitch channel. Been neglecting my Twitch channel, but I plan to do more live streams on Twitch. Probably do some RC streams on Twitch. Probably see less of me doing live streams on YouTube. And then, yeah, less live streams on YouTube. And then I'll probably just upload videos that uh, pre-edited, I guess, edited, or VODs, I guess they call it. I don't know. But anyways, so that was a quick unboxing and uh, some of the goodies I received today. Not today, yesterday, and then um 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 um, um. That's the goodies. And then and I have this Losi 80 2.2 stroke gasoline truck in front of me. I did unboxing of this on my channel earlier. Just finally got it. When I say got it up and running, but I finally got tested out the electronics. I had ran into an issue with this truggy, which was surprising. Well, not really, but um, so what happened was I connected this 2 cell Lipo battery that came with this truggy, and I turned, flipped the on and off switch to on from off, and didn't get any power or nothing was lighting up. No electronics was lighting up. The CDI wasn't lighting up. Just turn it around so you see the electronics part. So this is actually my short-term RC setup. Short-term because, like I said, I'll probably do more live streams on Twitch. I just have more interaction on Twitch, even though I have less followers. But anyways, so this is the battery case. It's a receiver, 4-channel with AVC. Look like this, the throttle servo and the steering servo, CDI or the electronic ignition system or starter system. So basically, put this in there, then connect it to this plug right here. And I didn't get, nothing was powering up, so had to do some troubleshooting. And I was like, I know I bought this about 5 years ago, but the electronics should still be good because it was in the box. You know, I don't think it experienced any corrosion or any corrosion buildup. But yeah, I was very dumbfounded. I was very irritated, and I just didn't know what. Man, yeah, I didn't want to, do some work on anything, unassemble, reassemble, troubleshooting, blah blah blah. So, but the heck, I said, you know what, need to get this up and running, break it in, and do some ultimate bashing. But um, so so some bashing. So you know what, last night went through the whole 9 yards. Got me my tools, my hex wrench. I think this one is a 1.5. I do unscrew it, and then end up. What I end up doing was taking the on and off switch. Is kind of funny because it's a 3-position on and off switch, which like I said, why did they put a 3-position on and off switch and not a 2-position? Hmm. That's what I forgot it. But anyway, so I removed the 3-position on and off switch. Then, but first I connect connected the LiPo battery directly to the receiver, like this, like this, and then I was getting power to the receiver and to this electronic or the CDI system. Then I turned on my transmitter first, and then checked the steering, see if it was working. Then everything was working. All the electronics was good to go. So I say, okay, so LiPo is good, electronics are working, so it has to do with some kind of connection from the battery, which is like from here. This is wire right here, the battery plug connector, to the on and off switch. So first thing that came to mind, oh, on and off switch. I gotta check out the actually, but before I checked on and off switch, I desoldered this wire plug, and I desoldered the wire connector that's connected to the also to the on and off switch. So there's two plugs, this plug and another plug. Um, LiPo in, LiPo out. But so I desoldered both wires, checked to see if the wires was good. I was like, wires can't fail. Of course, wires can't fail. So connected the LiPo battery to one of the wires, connected to the receiver. All was good. Wires was good. Check. So check that off. Connected it to this wire and connected to. Oh, I soldered it to the other wire because can't plug this into the receiver. So check this wire. Wire is good. Everything's working. Electronics is good. I got that checked off, and I say, no way, no way, it's the 3-position switch. How could they screw that one up? So I removed the 3-position sorry, 3-position switch, on and off switch, and then when I looked at it at first, when I was desoldering the plugs or the wires, um, I noticed because on the 3-position switch, there's 3 positions. That's why they call it position. Um, see if I can find that. Right, folks, we're in luck. We're in luck, or I am in luck. Right, so this is a 3-position switch. As you see, there's 3 prongs, 1, 2, and 3. This one is different from what's installed in here. This one only has 3 single prongs. So this one has actually a total of 6. So there's another row, like another row of 3 prongs, and so you can with this one in this drug here, you connect the positive to one prong and a negative to the other prong, and then you also connect on the same side prong. You connect that positive on that side, all the positive prongs on that side, and you connect the negative on the other side. And it depends on where you connect the prongs to determine if your electronic would turn on or off. So there's too much information overload, I know. Okay, so anyway, in actuality, or the way I received this is one side was connected here, and the other side was connected at this end. But this is a 3-position switch, and it's like I said, it's funny because this is a 2-position switch, but it had 3 prongs. So that's kind of weird because normally on the 2 positions on and off switch or whatever switch, you just need 2 prongs or 4 prongs in this case because you're gonna connect the positive and negative. Yeah, I just kind of found that weird. Like, why does it have 3 prongs and should only have 2 or 4 prongs? But anyways, but it was connected. One side was connected positive and negative on one end. The other side was connected positive and negative on the other end. And I was like, well, that doesn't make any sense. Because on a two, if it's a two position, um, you just need to connect uh, one outer prong and one inner prong, oh, the middle prong, and then because two positions, basically you just have that, and then boom, right? One middle and one boom. So when you turn it on, you're connecting these two prongs together with some kind of I don't know what they call it, thing like stainless steel metal, some kind of metal, conductive metal. So basically, this is neutral because the only thing connecting right now you have is these two are not connecting. When you move it this way, these two will connect, and then that's when it will turn on your electronics. Yeah. But what I end up doing, I made it longer than it's supposed to. But it was connected to the two outsides. So I took the one outside and then I resoldered it and connected the center prongs. Then voila, the on and off switch. I made voila, yeah, the on and off switch magically worked again. Like in this case, let me turn on my transmitter. Connect the positive to the positive, negative to the negative. And so turn on the position switch. Go. Wheel should activate. Had to wait for the ABC to kick in. Or collaborate. Go collaborate. So here we go. Front steering works. Throttle servo working. CDI is all lit up. So I just need to put fuel in here, gasoline and oil mix, and do a break-in. I don't think I'm gonna do an engine break-in video because I already done that on this channel. I have a lot of those videos on my channel. So after I do an engine break-in, I'll probably just do a bass session with this. Probably take it to the skate park. Just intrigued to take it to the skate park and see what kind of jumps it's capable of. I don't think I ever seen anybody do a skate park gas RC bass session. That's gonna be interesting. I wonder how well this is gonna hold up at the skate park. Maybe it can do at least a backflip, maybe double back or a couple or a double backflip, triple backflip. Yeah. So if problem solved, fixed the issue. But yeah, I was shocked because the way it was connected to the two positions. Well, like I said, first it should have been only two prongs, but it would end up being three prongs. I have no idea why because it's only a two position switch or on and off switch. It doesn't need three, just only needs two. And what's more mind boggling is that why they connected the positive and negative connector on the cables on the outside prongs instead of the middle and the outside. So, hmm. Maybe that's why they were having so many people were having so many issues on this chuggy because they even couldn't uh, production was whack. Losi, that's very disappointing, man. That's very disappointing. That is very disappointing for for a product as big as Losi and as popular as Losi and who has been in the RC business for a long time. That was very shocking. But also, I'm not gonna use this battery that came with the Chuggy because it's like I said it's only 1300 milliamps. I'm not too sure what the discharge rate on this because it doesn't have a C rating. It just has the milliwatts per hour. Not milliwatts. It has the watts per hour, which is 9.62. But funny is because when I connected this lipo, kind of puff, and then when your lipos puff, that's no good. It's not a good sign. You don't want to use your lipos. You want to use something else. But what I end up doing was I end up purchasing a Turnigy Nanotech 2-cell 3000 milliamp battery or lipo battery from Hobby King. This is actually, yeah. So you go, hey, it's right side up, right side up, yeah, right side up. So this one is, like I said, 7.4 volts, two cell, 3000 milliamps. The discharge rate is 20 C, which is perfect for this electronic setup. As you can see, I uh, Gorilla Glue tape the Lipo battery to the body and also zip tie it. But I think I'm just I'm gonna remove the zip ties. I just put the zip ties there just to hold it so the Gorilla Glue can dry like rubber plastic now. My whole idea is because I figure I needed a bigger capacity Lipo battery for this truggy to make it actually the electronics to have the same runtime as the fuel tank, because the fuel tank is rated at 10 to 12 minutes runtime. With this 1300 milliamp, I'll probably only get a good 3 minutes. Then I'll be experiencing voltage sag, and then after 5 minutes, battery probably be no good. And hopefully, this will give me at least that 10-minute, at least 10 minutes, maybe more. So yeah, but I had to find a location or a spot where I could put the battery because it's not gonna fit in this battery box. So I looked around. I figured maybe I'll just place it on top of the battery box. Not a good idea. Then I, I didn't want to see this whole piece right here. All these electronics are connected in a housing. I didn't want to do any modifications or cutting. Wanted to keep everything the way it is. So I figured, oh, I got an extra body. This is a body from my other truggy. Uh, so it's used. I can bash it up as much as I want to, not worry about getting it scratched, ding. It actually held up. It's been holding up pretty good for the bash sessions I went through. There's no any creases or bends. Pretty solid. And there's no even shoe glue or drywall tape or whatever substance you prefer to use. I see you. So, but hey, once I remove the zip ties, it's gonna be the body's gonna perfectly be flush or fit right in. It does now. But I don't even need to remove the zip ties, but I think I will. And it's pretty, you know, it doesn't adhere or obstruct anything in the chassis. So it's got a clip on or slide in the body pins. I'm good to go. And on back session, shares that video with folks. Matthias, Matthias RC. Hey, how's it going, Matthias? Hope you're having a great Sunday. Thank you for joining in the live stream and joining in the chat. Yeah, that's so we're good to go with this slow C chuggy. Probably after this live stream, gonna head to the park and do the break-in video. I thought about doing it live stream, but it's gonna take too long. But so yeah, there you go. Did I turn off my transmitter? Yeah, I did. Oh, and then put this on the side. I have something else to share with you folks. Right. So this was in my thumbnail. And this is the SCX10 2 chassis. I don't know. Was this a kit or did I build it from scratch? I think I just bought the frame rails. Yeah, I think I built this from ground zero. Not a kit. Yeah, everything you see on this chassis is all Pretty much everything is aftermarket except for the frame rails. Think about the frame rails and Axis XX and two frame rails. Then I just bought everything else separate. Figured, what, why? I'm not gonna buy another kit and I'm gonna replace 90% of the parts, upgraded parts or aftermarket parts. Doesn't make financially sense. Oh, and then I had this RC body, this Hummer, a while back. I think I purchased this on eBay. That's the front view. As you can see, I have the Vanquish products. This was the Curry uh, axles front view, and then here's the rear view, the axle, the Vanquish products Curry axles. So this is a tree-link suspension with a Panhard Hummer body. This Hummer body is actually a toy grade RC body. I think the brand name is RC Bright. Is it RC Bright? New Bright? Something? New Bright RC? Something like that. So I had this electronic system in this chassis. This is a Castle Creations Mamba Max Monster 2 6S Lipo capable ESC. Then this is a 2200 kV brushless motor, 60,000 RPM max. That was a lot of RPMs for this crawler setup. So this is basically overkill. I don't know what I was thinking back in the days, but I wanted to do a crazy build, overkill build, because this whole chassis is overkill. I probably could have bought me a Lipo JK Max with the amount of money I spent on this uh, chassis. But yeah, so overkill. So I decided, you know what, remove the silliness. So I took out that electronic system. I'm gonna put a brush system. I think I'm gonna put a Tiken 30 term brush motor, pro hand loom, blah blah blah. Then a Tiken BXR brush. I think it's the BXR stands for brush brake reverse. I think that's the cheap. I don't think that's the cheap. I don't know. It is. Oh, it is the cheapest Tiken ESC I could find. But I don't know why I'm going with Tiken. It's kind of overrated. I think you can get cheaper RCs and they'll do the job. Or cheaper RCs. You can get cheaper electronics and they'll do the job. But that's for another video. This is the frame setup. Like I said, have the axial rails, stock rails. I guess the shock towers, receiver tray, or receiver box. I think that's the only thing that is stock. Oh, and the braces connect the chassis. Everything else is all aftermarket money overly spent. So, I showed you folks earlier Vanquish products, Curry axles, front and rear. I have MIPs, yeah, MIP drive shafts. Aftermarket, I forget who it. This could be MIP. I'm not too sure. Uh, Spur gear, touch spur gear. I think I have a hot racing aluminum gearing in the Vanquish product transmission case housing. This is Vanquish products Spider. Side rails. And in a blank, shooting some blanks in my head right now. And then I have is the jump vac piggyback shocks. They're functional. They can adjust the dampening, either softer or stiffer. And then have Vanquish products. This is 1.9 wheels for beadlocks and Pitbull growlers. 1.9 Pitbull, yeah, growler wheels and tires. But because I didn't use these wheels and tires for a long extended period of time, it didn't happen, but it did. But end up splitting. And these are expensive tires. Like what the heck? Not only one split, but the other one split too. Gonna have to get me a new rubber tires or new shoes for this chassis. Actually, I do have the. Yeah, I'm debating. I think 1.9 is the perfect size for this chassis. Debating if I should use these wheels and tires. Vanquish products. Another Vanquish product, and this is the Pitbull Mad Beast tires. They haven't split so far, but they look like they're fading. I can fix that with just putting some kind of. I can probably put W40 on it. It's all good. Be shiny, nice and black again. I switch out to this wheels and tires. Also have this uh, 2.2 method wheels. Uh, and 2.2 Vanquish product method wheels. Deluxe wheels. And I have the Pitbull Rock Beast rubbers, tires. Actually, this was the original wheels and tires that I ran with this chassis. I think it's just way too big. Yeah, I guess it just depends on the body you use. It's the body I used a RC four drive Forerunner Lexan body, and it was a big body. It was like for a 1/8 scale, still rub. I don't know why. Uh, and then I also have these RC four wheel drive license fuel. I don't know what wheels are these, but they're licensed fuel tire wheels, and have the Pitbull Rock Beast 2 rubber tires. They've been on these wheels and tires for a long time, and they haven't split, so pretty good. And they still look pretty new. Still have their blackness, still nice and black. But you can see like getting rust on these what they call these screws. Shouldn't call them lug nuts. But yeah, getting some rust on those lug nuts. Scary to want to unscrew them, but I'm going to have to. I might just grind out the edges and may not be able to screw it from the wheels. It's a scary thought. Oh well, it is what it is. Maybe hey, there's a reason to buy brand new wheels and tires. But yeah, that's an up close look at my. This is I'm gonna do a rebuild on this. So I should get. I ordered a body for this, a Jeep body, 4 door. I'm gonna remove these body posts. This. Then I'm gonna install magnets, body post magnets. That way, give it more of a scale, realistic look. Because the Jeep body is pretty look. It's really scale. It has an interior. You could actually put a figurine in the body. The door. I think the door is open. Does the door is open? I think the door is open. It also removed the rear top. They also have some cool uh, accessories they can get with the body. Additional price. Uh, also ordered the Angry Eyes front grill, and then they have that aftermarket piece looking for the hood. What else? Oh, and then I got the for the front and rear fenders. Give it that crazy aftermarket look. I can't think of it on top of my head, but hopefully I'll be able to do an unboxing soon, sometime uh yeah, this week. Hopefully at the end of the week. It's on its way. It's coming only from New York because you had to go through customs. I think I should expect it within 3 days. Yeah, that's it for this chassis. Hey, Mike Upton. Vanquish is top notch. Yeah, but I don't. They don't. I can't find any Vanquish products anymore. I know they don't. They discontinued these Curry front and rear axles. They have different versions, I guess, updated versions. Yeah, no, yeah, Vanquish products. They're top notch. The only thing is, gonna cost you an arm and a leg. Got my coffee and RC fresh out of mental health though. Oh, well, glad to hear that you got your coffee. Yeah, I got mine here, caffeine over boost. And glad that you're doing great. Yeah, about mental health, I guess for me, like, always deal with a lot of mental health, especially depression. I may not showcase it on my channel that much, or probably not at all. But it's pretty much, yeah, what you're seeing is just a mask and not really what I go through. Maybe that's why I started YouTube, is just because I think for me it's just the way to interact with people, and sometimes that interaction can be very positive for your mental health. Um, it did for me when I first. I guess that's why when I started YouTube, it like became an, I guess one problem led to another because it became an addiction, became obsessed with it. Not only YouTube but RC in general, and RC too. And so it's all about trying to control that mental health, issue. I think, like, for human beings, I think it's all about understanding your addiction and your obsession, and trying to be able to, um, you know, control that addiction and obsession. You know, I guess sometimes people, we don't realize, like, you know, even like addiction, because when people hear the word addiction, um, people think like alcoholism, or drugs. But addiction can be anything. You can be addicted to anything, man. Food, right? RCs. But always tell people, when I come across with people who trying to deal with mental health issues or personal challenges. I don't call them really mental health issues. I refer it to as personal challenges, and that's what basically it is. It's just personal challenges that you deal with. And people deal with it or cope with it differently than another person, because we're all different. We're all human beings, but we're all different. We're all different and unique, and we all deal with things differently. We all view life differently. We all have different perspectives on certain subjects or issues. But yeah, so I always tell people the only way you be able to overcome your personal challenges in life is you have to be willing to accept those personal challenges and understand the cause and the root of those personal challenges. And once you learn and know and understand your personal challenges, then you can take the steps necessary to overcome them and make yourself a better person, I guess. Because, like, I always tell people, because I know my journey in life is just so strange and weird. I always come across a lot of people that just deal with a lot of personal challenges. Deal with people that actually are going to some kind of rehab program, substance abuse program. I had a lot of family and friends that were in those programs. And the first thing I tell them is I'll tell them that, and then I'll tell them, you know, the alcohol or the drug is not the problem. It's not what you're. It's not the root of the problem. It's just part of the problem. Basically, when it's like alcohol and drugs is just a way for us to forget our problems, because we don't want to deal with it. Most people don't want to deal with it because deal with it. Put a W in there. Deal with it because we don't know how to deal with it. How do we deal with personal problems and personal challenges in life? And we just revert to alcohol, help us make us forget, because alcohol does alter your mind in a sense, puts you in a different state of mind, different mood. So it's drugs, not encouraging or um, promoting any type of substance abuse or substance. And there's a lot of different ways you can deal with personal challenges. Um, that- that's that is not the root of the problem. Is basically because even I tell people, even when they get out of rehab or those programs, I tell them, what, within 6 months you'll be right back in. And they're like, what? What do you mean? This thing supposed to help? No, because all they do is try to keep you away from you know drinking or taking drugs, but they don't actually help you deal with the root of the problem and the personal challenges. And like I said, you have to know and understand the personal challenges that you're dealing with. Uh, like for example, financial situations, like you stress out financially because you don't know if you're gonna be able to have enough money to pay for you know things in life that is very important and has a priority in your life. you, it's always a content. You're always consistently thinking of that situation, personal challenge, right? Financially. um Sometimes the only way you can, like, say, you want to stop thinking about it, so what you do, you revert to something that will help you get get those issues or those personal challenges. And until you resolve your financial situation, you will always that revert to revert to whatever addiction you are at that time. Yeah, we are jamming Vanquish about their constant out of stock situation. Yes, they take the off in RC. And like, see, for me, like, I put so much time and effort in trying to make it to climb the top of the mountain, not just financially but personally. And put a lot of, yeah, I put a lot of time and effort into it, and it does some when you do something too much and too often, eventually you get sick and tired of it, and it does become a personal challenge. And for me, like, my addiction became RC. My um amnesia, or my drug that helped me forget personal challenges I was going through life, was RC. And that's the reason why I got into RC, and started my YouTube channel, because for a short period of time in my life, I was able to forget all my personal challenges in life and just have fun playing with RCs, interacting with people on YouTube. Uh, Sometimes come across trolls, and you see those negative comments, and it does affect you if you don't know how to deal with it. I definitely didn't know how to deal with it when I first started my YouTube channel. I used to, you know, fight fire with fire. Now I fight fire with no reaction. I just There's coffee to you folks. You know, or I won't comment at all. And if I do comment, I'll try to put it in a positive light. Yeah, but no matter how many personal challenges you conquer in life or overcome, there will always be personal challenges in life. That's the way life is. That's why you have to be willing to accept and accept those challenges and willing to do your best to overcome them. Sometimes we win and sometimes we don't. But as long as you give it your best, your 100%, only good will come out of it. Yeah, trust me, believe me, I've been through so much in life. Even till this day, I ask myself, why am I still alive? Was it a miracle? Hopefully, or was it just luck? But yeah, you know, once like say, once you understand, know, willing to accept those personal challenges in life, that's the only way you can overcome them. And you have to think of it as long term and not short term. You can't overcome challenges overnight. You might not even be able to overcome it in a week, a year, maybe it may 5, 10, it may take a lifetime. But you just have to be willing to go through that long journey, the long process. Take it one step at a time. God didn't create the world in one day. It took him 6 days, and it took a lot out of him, so he had to rest on the seventh day. So even the Almighty, it took. Yeah, he was challenged. Um, Rome wasn't built in a day either. So yeah, like, that's the way you have to look at your challenges. You have to look at it, analyze it, look at its pros and cons, positives and negatives. See how you be able to willing to overcome them. In life will always provide you tools and resources to help you along the journey, along the process. Just have to be open minded and be willing, you know, be willing to accept or receive help. Just because be willing to accept or receive help, doesn't mean it makes you a weak person. It actually shows you how strong of a person you are because you're willing to accept help, uh, or use the necessary tools. You don't want to be stubborn and dig yourself in a bigger hole, and eventually it'll be just impossible to get out of it. But nothing is impossible in life, as long as you're willing to give yourself a chance and willing to take that risk, and like I said, just give it your 100%, give it your all will eventually become good. What goes up must come down. What come down must go back up. That's the way of life. Um, way life works. Very strange. Yep. Yeah. Journeys. Very journey. Tough journeys, man. But I don't regret any personal challenges I've been through in life, man. Um, because the experiences you go through in life shapes and molds you for who you are as a person, a human being today, and every human being or person has a choice in life, and they can choose whatever path they want to take, whatever journey they want to take. There's the light and there's the dark, and it's up to you if you want to choose the light or the dark, or if you want to be in the middle, the gray. But I think it's like the most important thing is taking the light and the dark, bringing it together, and being able to see the gray within the light and the darkness. That's because life is all about balance. Yeah, like say, if you have too much of one thing, you have an imbalance in life and things may not work. Things may not work out the way you expected or planned it. But if you can find that balance, you can accomplish anything in life. All about finding that balance. Yeah. Ooh. RC is a creative outlet. It's a great thing to use your talent as a model builder to overcome personal challenges. So this is YouTube in positive thing. Your scratch built RC truck too. Safely to RC and hi-fi. RC and hi-fi. Cool. Laugh like SB. Reading. Very true, my friend. Uh, RC, yeah, that's why RC can be an addiction because it does. No, every human being has a creative side in them. You're all creative. You all have some kind of creative talent. Just whether you want to explore that creativity, it's all up to you. The only way you can get better too is you just keep practicing. The more you practice, the better you can get. And adding anything in life, uh, like say, you just have to be willing to go through the trials and tribulations, overcome the adversities. This was a very big addiction. I probably spent just the chassis alone. You take out the wheels and tires, or remove the wheels and tires, and just have this chassis alone. Just you know, I probably spent about at least $1,000. I mean, the just for the axle, these Curry axle housings, I think they were like 150 each. And it's not including the gearings. Upgraded the gearings. Doesn't include the C hubs and the basically, so that, yeah, this yeah, it was like three parts. The differential housing was separate, including the axles itself. Upgraded to the Vanquish product, straight axles, aluminum gearing inside, differential pinion gearing. Then you have to buy wheel adapters for it, wheel hub adapters. Oh my god! Oh, then yeah, the links were quite expensive. I think the links was like over $50. His transmission probably is cost about $300. MIP drive shafts is not cheap. Uh, Spent quite a penny for this thing. Uh, Live and learn. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing a rebuild on this chassis, getting it out on the trails, share some cool run videos, share some sceneries with you folks. I think that's all I have to share today in this live stream, this coffee chat, or caffeine overboost. Like I said, I'll probably do a live stream on my Twitch channel on this FPV drone build. I have all the necessary parts. Complete the build now. And also trying to, and then probably go out, break in the OC Truggy. But like that RC no prep drag car, I just turned the gearbox into mush. I regret that laughing out loud, but pretty sure I'll survive. Oh, you grind the gears, Mike? Hey, Mike, thanks for the subscription. Which prep drag car did you get? You're building one from scratch? Yeah, I'm looking to prep drag racing. I think that's pretty cool. Uh, But looking into that, the Traxxas Drag Slash, also that low C69 Camaro, because it's ready to run right out of the box, and I think that's the best direction to go. You're getting into a new platform. I never have drag race before. It's better to know the nuisance, um, the characteristics, and the handling of a drag race car. That way, when you get into doing an upgrade or upgrading your RC, um, you know uh, what type of upgrades you need to do. Hopefully, it saves you a lot of money. I think if you try to build it from scratch, that can be a challenge. 'Cause right then you'll be building a Frankenstein RC. Oh, nice. I'm assuming you're using a, I guess, Slash or Bandit chassis. I know that I heard the Bandit chassis is very popular because of the narrow wheels, narrow width of the wheels. I was gonna say wheelbase. Yeah, wheelbase is fun too. Yeah, but yeah, drag no prep drag racing has become very popular. It's exploded, and I think the reason why it exploded because of the high stakes money involved. I uh, I I I mean, geez, look at the Street King no prep drag racing in Las Vegas last month or this past week, or past couple weeks. $18,000 first prize. That's first prize. I guess there's only first prize and no second and third place consolation. I guess winner takes all. 18,000. Wow. I think that's probably the biggest cash prize I ever heard in any RC event. I mean, how much is a drag car gonna cost you? I mean, just the car alone, at least 200, 500 average. But if you're like if you're addicted, over 1,000. And you only need one car. You only need one chassis. Once you have the radio, you're good. Probably you just need a couple lipo batteries, and you know, I guess the rules is um the most you can go is 2 cell or set 8.44 volts is the max. It's 2 cell lipo batteries are cheaper than 3 cells and 4 cells, and especially 8 cells. Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, and then your transmitter, receiver, lipo battery, motor, and your ESC, steering servo, good to go. And like I say, you just need one because even if you crash, worst case scenario, you just scratch up your RC body and then your arms, most likely your front arms. If your rear tires are narrow, because you have slicks on them, rubber, that thick rubber absorb most of the impact, and you probably um, most likely won't damage your rear, but you most likely damage the front. Yeah, I mean, not only is like the portable platform to get into, but I don't think you'd be willing. I mean, I don't think you'd be spending that much to uh, on replacement parts. They Associated makes a good chassis. There are some really competitive guys out there running pretty basic chassis setups. Yeah, I think a lot of people run, like I said, I know I seen, because I've been doing a lot of research on drag racing, no prep drag racing. I know a lot of people use the Bandit chassis. and which is, if you look at the slash, the two-wheel drive slash chassis is very similar to the Bandit in design. I think the Bandit is a lot more narrow. And I think that's what people like because you have the narrow width of the wheels and tires. But I would think wider would be better because it gives you better stability. Probably keep your car straight. you know, it would be easier to keep your car straight than a narrow, uh, than your tires being narrow. I could be wrong, but then if you have wider tires in the rear, then that's all for nothing. Yeah. So if yeah, if I guess if you have wider tires on the rear, then it doesn't matter the width of the wheels and tires. But I think if you go with a narrower chassis, I think the wheelbase has to be longer. You have to stretch that baby out a little bit. Yeah, I would think you'd have to stretch it out a little bit. You have to have a longer wheelbase. But that's something I may get into. See, yeah, a lot of testing and tuning. I guess that's what a lot of people say. There's a lot of testing and tuning going. You have to do when you do no prep drag. That is interesting. Yeah, I think it became big because a lot of people were doing the outlaw drag racing, no prep drag racing, and they were putting money, putting bets, I guess. That's the reason why it became popular because not only you can like race for cash, but you also can place bets, and that's another addiction that you have to overcome sometimes. Gambling. Anything that involves money is like an addiction or can become addiction. Addiction. Driving 132 feet uh, consistently is hard. So yes, doing a band or slash and learn to be consistent and upgrade the car from there. 132 feet. That's for a 110 scale. That's pretty far. I guess they say that's equivalent to a quarter mile for equivalent to a quarter mile scale drag race. I'm going to have to like get out a measuring tape one day and see how far that I can vision how far that is. I think when you get into drag racing, I think number one important thing is being able to get traction off the start, and number two, keeping your RC straight. I know a lot of people, a lot of discussion about what is the best sticky compound to get, and I think people are just holding back on that. Everybody has their secret sauce that they use for get better traction for their uh, wheels or tires. For tires, WD-40 has been mentioned a lot. Yes, I know WD-40 has been mentioned a lot. I think I would use a silicone shock oil just because it's thicker, like 100 weight. I mean, it's just a thought. I don't know if it work or not, but thought. Like I'm a newbie to drag racing. I haven't started yet, so I just looking forward. Maybe one day doing it. The sooner I get to doing drag racing, probably the sooner I can get to Las Vegas next year for Street King. No prep drag racing 2022. Hopefully, a cash prize is instead of 18,000, but 20,000. I think the maximum racers is 240 entrants, which is very small. but I'm sure like as no prep keeps growing, you'll probably add more, be willing to take more participants or entrants entries. I would say by next year, the next Street King 2022 race, they're probably gonna double in entrance. I think it's 240 to 250. So from 240 to 250, maybe 480 to 500 participants. Then you probably see the cash prize double instead of 18,000 to 36,000. And you know, and if it grows, keeps growing, instead of just having one guy, one winner takes all, maybe they have second and third place consolations. Or I heard, I guess the entry fee for no prep drag racing is $100. Yeah, not bad for 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 some. Everybody's budget is different. But whew, don't want to think about it. Anybody want to buy a crawler chassis and a truggy? Well, I also could sell I use X Max and a use HPI HPI Baja 5B. That way I can use that money and get into drag prep racing. Hey Xavier, RC VHX 22. How's it going, Xavier? I just watched your video that you posted today. I guess an update on your channel. Guess you talked about. Oh yeah. Congratulations to you for 3,500 subscribers on your RC channel. I hope you continue to grow. I hope you at least make 1 million subscribers one day. 1 million plus. Then and then I guess you started a new channel on e-bikes, which is very cool. I haven't checked that out yet. Just been very busy. I'll probably drop in, subscribe to your e-bike channel when I get the time. Looking forward to your next journey on your YouTube channel or your other journey. Seems like you're very passionate about e-bikes because you started a channel on e-bike. If you're passionate about it, I'm pretty sure you'll be successful at it and your channel will continue to grow. So that's very cool. Um, been around RC flying in cars since 1990. Wow, nice. That's about 20, 30 years, 31 years, over 30 years, going to 31. I am not an expert. I am an eternal novice, but I enjoy the heck out of it. Yeah, you know, you don't have to be an RC know-it-all expert. Um, you know, the only way you can have gain knowledge is if you go through experience. I I I don't know like anything about RCs. I just have an ideas that I go through. Try to just put my ideas into concepts and see if it works. If it does, cool. If it doesn't, oh well. You know, I know a lot of people on YouTube. They call me idiot because they think I don't know anything about RCs, which is cool. If you think I'm an idiot, fine. But you know, we all have to start somewhere. You know, if when we start something, we have no idea of anything in regards to that product. Only like I said, the only way you can learn is when you start using the product and understand. You know, then you can have and the longer you do it, the more practice you do. The knowledge that you gain is only going to help you in the long run. Yeah, thank you, my friend, for your support. So I am going to leave Sean's RC Adventures. I might see you there later. Come. Uh, yeah, I definitely might go check it out. Not making any promise or anything. Hey, yeah, man. Appreciate you dropping by. Um, go ahead and check out Sean's RC Adventures. I'm pretty sure he has some cool topics and RCs that um, he will discuss. Cool RC chats. interactions. Thank you for the like, Xavier. Like I said, wish you nothing but success in your new journey in life, new venture on YouTube. Uh, Hopefully, you still continue to make cool RC videos. Sure, you will. You make some cool RC videos. Uh, Life is all about taking many journeys. You start one, you go through the journey, you end up, every journey has an end. You complete that journey, and then you start a new one, or go through a new one. Life is about, going through cycles. So, Mike, see you in Las Vegas next year, 2022, Street Kings. Hopefully, you'll be competing. All that trial and error, man. You should see. I think one of the greatest way you can grow in life, um, or expand your knowledge, or just take it to the next step or the next level, is to gauge yourself where you are with, competition, or with other people. That way, because I think, to me, the greater the competition, uh, greater you can become. You only can improve. Like, if you go up against like mediocre people, ordinary people, and you won't have that drive or that motivation to improve or to get better. Once you put yourself in a competitive situation and you go up against the best and the best, against the best of the best, you only can get better. Like they say, to beat the best, to be the best, you have to beat the best. But it's all up to, it's all up to you, But like say, that's one way to improve and just get better, because you just have to be willing to compete with other people. And who knows? Might never know, unless you try, unless you take that risk. What part of the world you live, Mike? Yeah, so I guess in the future, when I do live streams on YouTube, I'll do a panel discussion. Just have to find a software for doing a panel discussion, I guess. I looked at Zoom and I also looked at StreamYard. Zoom costs a lot and it seems a lot more complicated to use. I mean, you can do it. I guess Zoom, you can do it. They have a free program, which I guess you can get up to 10 people to join the live stream panel. I think StreamYard is free. I'm not too sure how many people you can have for the free program. I know it's more than 10. And I don't know. I noticed that StreamYard is a lot more easier to use. I could be wrong. I haven't used uh, StreamYard or Zoom. I haven't even done a live stream panel yet. That's something I'm looking forward to. Um, yeah, I would like to do at least 100 panel live stream. That would be super cool. Maybe one day, just talking with a bunch of people talking about RCs, no prep drag racing, scalers, crawlers, bashers, FPV flyers. That'd be super cool. I think that's the greatest way to help people grow. I might be in Texas for a race or two. Vegas is a bit out of reach. Gotta a lot catch up. Wisconsin now. Oh, nice. part of Wisconsin, Green Bay. Met a lot of people from Wisconsin in the past couple years. Oh, I think Wisconsin has some great, amazing people. Oh, are you in the tech industry? A lot of tech companies are in Texas now, moving away from California. Well, that's the first one. Wasau. Oh, nice. First time I heard of that city or town. I know a lot of people refer to that they live close to Green Bay. Are you a Packer fan or a Cowboy fan? Oh, okay, nice. Put the word was there. Yeah, I guess ever since COVID, the airline industry did a lot of cutback. I'm pretty sure, crossing fingers, by the end of the year, everything go back to normal. Oh, nice. That was our family. So either you work for Dallas. I mean, I guess you used to work for American Airlines or Southwest, because that's where both of those airlines headquarters are located in Texas. I mean, Southwest has been in the news lately. I shouldn't laugh, but yeah. Yes, yes. The Southwest has been flying. Started flying here to Hawaii for over a year now. Since they started last year, about this time. I don't know, it was before March, before COVID. I think they just maybe 2 years ago, November. And they just started flying and COVID happened. I was like, oh god, that's the craziest thing. Oh, Continental and then Mesa. Okay. I take it your home base is in Dallas. Or I mean in Texas. Or the airline, your home base for your airline is in Texas. But you home could it be the other way around? I sound so confused. I guess I am confused. Yeah, that's right. Continental bus station in their headquarters was in Houston. So, but I guess because you still refer to Continental as Continental instead of United. Didn't United and Continental merge a few years ago? I guess you don't like to be uh, you're not a United Airlines fan. Yeah, I think I think Mesa Airlines used to fly here too, Hawaii, to the Big Island. Right? Go Airlines, is that right? Go Airlines. Ain't Mesa like own Go Airlines, part of their umbrella. Yeah, Continental. I know they had that big turnaround. What is it? Maybe 15 years ago, less than 15 years ago. They had that CEO. What is his name? I know his first name is Brennan. His last name is Brennan, something like that. And he turned around Continental. Continental Airlines became very profitable. Then he ended up resigning, started his own company. and then actually uh, was like part of a partnership that they was going to acquire Hawaiian and Aloha Airlines here in Hawaii, but that deal fell through. It didn't happen. Yeah, nothing against United Airlines. I haven't flown United Airlines before, but they seem to get a lot of complaints. And I know a lot of people in United Airlines is like if you talk to somebody and they had a um, horrific experience on an airline, United will always be that airline. I said I have no personal experience. I haven't flown United Airlines in my life, so you know, I'm just saying through personal experience, through personal contacts. Anytime somebody complain about an airline, United would be the most mentioned. But then I think second would be Alaska Airlines. I hardly hear anything about Delta Airlines. Seems like Delta Airlines is the airline to fly. Nothing against you, Mike. Or against Mesa Airlines or Continental United. I notice a lot of people like Delta Airlines. Uh, and that was a long time ago. A lot of politics in that business. Yeah, but it is what it is. Every company has issues. No company is perfect. Like RCs, all everybody has their preference, their brands. I think the one you could always rely and depend on is Tamiya or Tamaya and Kyosho. They've been in the RC business for a very, very long time, for at least 30 years. I would say 30 plus years. And I think the biggest brand right now is Traxxas. They're probably the most popular and brand right now, Traxxas. And there's everybody else. I bought a lot of LOC products, a lot of RCs, and mm, hard to justify getting low C RCs now. It seems like low C is just out there to make a quick buck. Because the RCs never have most of the RCs doesn't have long longevity, especially the new ones. They always have that mainstay that like the truggies, the low C8 truggies, low C8 buggies, the low C DBXL buggy, the gas, low C5T, uh, mostly of the race RCs. And so I'm kind of hesitant to buy that low C69 Camaro because within a year it's probably gonna get discontinued. Well, I'm just curious how much that Traxxas drag slash is going to cost. Placing my bets is gonna cost $399.99. Have to save some money on the side, make some sacrifice somewhere. Drag slash. Hopefully I can make it to Las Vegas next year. maybe compete. If not, be a spectator. Hopefully, I see you folks there checking it out. Been doing this live stream for about an hour and a half now. Tried once. I was living in Alvin, Texas. Hurricane Harvey floods didn't go well for me. Back to Wisconsin, but still have connections to Texas. So I take it that he was born and raised in Wisconsin, but because you was born and raised in Wisconsin, I mean, since you live in Wisconsin most of your life, you're tired of the snow. So when you retired, you went to a lot warmer climate, climate, climate. Too much caffeine overboost. Went to a lot warmer climate that didn't have snow, but you went from the snow, you went to the rain. But doesn't like Texas have like a lot more drier areas, like the Austin area, Dallas Fort Worth? Houston is more, it's more closer to the Gulf. I guess that's why you experience more humidity. That's why you get more rain. Met a lot of people from Houston. They're a lot, yeah, a lot of cool people from Houston. Houston, Texas. What up? Wisconsin people, what's up? To all you Texan and Cowboy fans, what up? All you Packer fans, what up? Those a lot of hit and miss. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, a lot of hit and miss with Lucy. Just like my channel, a lot of hit and miss. All right, it's been live streaming for an hour and a half. You need to be productive. Have to work on my mental health and personal challenges. Time to build some RCs. Yeah, it's nice chatting with you folks. Matthias, Xavier, and Mike. Before you sharing your slash drag no prep drag slash adventure. Hopefully see you in Las Vegas next year. Hey, you fly for free. So, till my next live stream or VOD, take care and aloha. Shaka. I'm out.